back to my channel. So today, as you can see, I have a bare face on. Baby is taking a nap, so that meant mommy shower time. And yeah, I got to like wash my hair and all that stuff and have a fresh face. So this is what I look like with no makeup. I mean, you know, I still look tired and stuff, but I slept pretty well last night. I'm grateful that I was able to catch up on some rest. And so I wanted to talk to you guys today about a couple of gadgets and goods that I have used for my daughter. They've helped me so much throughout these almost 10 months of her life. And I'm trying my best not to say trying to speak straight through. But yeah, so I have a couple of gadgets here, as you can see, and I have some down here by me because I want to show you guys a couple of things. I know as first-time parents, it's really hard to figure out like what's best for baby, what products work, what doesn't work, because let's be realistic, babies are super expensive. And of course, we just want to give them the best, like what we couldn't have. So there's a couple of things. I'm going to start by showing you guys this right here. I kept the box for one purpose, and you can see it's made by Fisher Price. I keep it under her crib so it's a little dusty. But this is the Easy Converts to a Toddler Rocker, Infanta Toddler Rocker. So as you can see, it starts off as a bouncer. It has the toys above, and then I thought it was great because when she's older, it holds up to 40 pounds, which is 18 kilograms. And as you can see, as she becomes into her toddling stages, she can have her own rocker. So it's 2-in-1. Now, of course, I kept the box because I want to figure out how to have her safely use it as she gets older, of course. And it tells you it converts to a stationary seat for infants. And it also has calming vibrations. Now, most bouncers have vibrations. And I really like this one because if you can see the bar that's right under here, which I will show you guys on the actual chair, it pulls out. So if you want it to stop from rocking, my daughter rocks herself. She's been rocking herself since she was about 4 or 5 months. And yeah, so if your child is very active like mine, and there's times where you just want them to calm down, sit back, drink their bottle, that's what I do. I take it off the rocker mode. And she really loves her chair. Now, it was really hard for her in the beginning because she was so tiny. My daughter was only 6 pounds and 4 ounces. So she was very tiny when she was born. She came in at 38 weeks, natural birth. And as you can see the settings here, it has the sensory, which is the vibrations. It has a security harness, which is very important for my daughter because she leans forward and she likes to try to get out of things now. So that's very important for us and for the girls' holders. So they have their over-the-head toys to play with. And as you can see, it has a fold-out kickstand to make stationary seat for feeding or napping. Now, I know that according to Safe Sleep, babies should not sleep in their rockers or swings or anything like that. I am in no way telling you you should stop your baby from napping or not. That's your personal preference. According to the way we did things, I needed to get things done and I needed to catch up on rest. If she was peacefully sleeping in her bouncer, I wasn't gonna wake her up if it was for a short nap. And I knew my daughter's nap spans. They say that SIDS can happen silently. You can literally be like this watching them and it still can happen because you think they're breathing. We would check my daughter's breathing constantly, either my husband or myself, because that was always our biggest fear. Thank God she's always been fine up until this day. And I'm just telling you guys what we did is what worked for us. And that's about that. I'm not going to go into any more safe sleep details or anything like that because that is our personal preference. Our daughter is happy, safe, and healthy, thank God. So that's that. But let me show you guys the rocker. I just washed the seat cover because my daughter does have snack in here sometimes or something. I'll give her some fruit and she makes a mess and she spills milk everywhere. So this is what it looks like. See the safety harness. It's very long. comes as a rocker. And these buttons here, if you press them together at the same time, in her case, it's all the way reclined back. So I'm going to press them and it moves them forward. It's very minimal how forward it goes. But as you can see, it's a little higher. The vibration, we have to change the batteries on this. She's had this since before she was born. Aunt Wanda got it from our registry. Thank you, Aunt Wanda. And it has been with batteries ever since. So we're talking about 10 months in, because obviously we didn't use it before she was born. But it's been 10 months and we need to replace the batteries now. And as you can see, here's the bars, the safety handle, and it stops it from being a rocker. And it has these rubber grips, literally hard to move with a baby in it. Like, you cannot drag it, you have to pick it up. And it has another safety harness in the back. It's just overall a very safe bouncer because my daughter likes going forward on her own. And there's so many times where I find her folded over because she wants to sit up, or she threw something on the floor and she's trying to reach it. So overall, the bouncer for me is 10 out of 10. I love it, and I love the fact that she can use it for years to come into her toddling stages. I think it's very rare that bouncers offer that. There are low bouncers, floor height bouncers, but I saw this one and I really like the versatility. So check it out. I'm pretty sure you can find it on Amazon. However, I did my baby registry on the website babylist.com. Now, obviously we had this baby during a pandemic. We didn't think this would happen, of course. Nobody knew, but it was a great way of making a registry, especially since Babies R Us no longer exist. Yes, there's Target, Walmart, there's Amazon, there's Bye Bye Baby. But Babylist, what it does is you can select the items that you want. You can put the most needed items. You can highlight the most needed ones. And it gives you the prices of 3 to 4 different stores, including Walmart, Target, Amazon, Bye Bye Baby. So the guests can choose where do they want to spend their money. And they can have it shipped directly to you, to themselves, or they can pick it up in the store. So since we had to cancel my baby shower not once, but twice because we were uncertain of what was happening with COVID, we unfortunately didn't get to have a baby shower. But I have to say that 90% of what was on our registry was purchased, and they were all big items. I am forever grateful for everyone who made us possible to have this baby. Yes, it is a responsibility that we decided to take on once we were pregnant, but the reality is that these were thousands of dollars that needed to be spent, and we are so grateful for everyone that chipped in to give us what we needed for her. So these were one of the items. And now I want to talk about these bags right here, mesh bags. You might think, why? What's the purpose of mesh bags? These have been lifesavers. Not only because baby clothes is small, like their socks, their wash rags, and they get stuck in between clothes, and maybe their sheets, depending how you wash. I do my daughter's laundry separately. I wash her clothes together with separate detergent. I use Purex, that is my choice, and a little bit of OxyClean to get the stains out now. So recently, like around December, we had issues with our washer, and it's a Maytag. It's brand new. We received it in, I want to say, April. It was literally right before I gave birth, I believe. We received it in April. We haven't had it long. I do laundry once a week, even with a baby. And before the baby, I only did it once every other week because it was just my husband and I. We really weren't going out. It was the pandemic. I would only go out for appointments and to give birth. That's it. So when that happened to our washer, the pump went bad. We didn't understand why. The technicians that came out, it was 3 technicians in total. They said that for future reference, now we should wash things regularly, normally. Obviously, we know how delicate the clothes is, so that's up to us how we wash the clothes. but these will save your life, not only to keep the socks and rags in one place when you're washing, but when your washer is draining, it can suck up things as little as a baby sock, a rag, even adult socks. So when he told me that, I was like, oh my gosh. So what if one of her socks or one of our socks ruined the washing machine? But that wasn't the case. They pumped out the washing machine and nothing came out. So we just got a faulty pump, unfortunately. They replaced it, all is well now, it works. And I've been using these ever since. I have 2 large ones and 2 small ones. I currently have one in my laundry room. I'm doing laundry right now. So I have one filled with a little bit of clothes. And I use these not just for her, but for ourselves. I put our socks in here because I refuse to deal with another bad pump again. Having no washer with a baby is not fun at all. I had to do a lot of washing by hand, and I did borrow a washer, so I was very grateful for that. So yes, mesh bags are your best friends when doing baby laundry. I will tag the link below. I found these on Amazon. I think I spent no more than $6 if I'm not mistaken. So when washing baby's clothes or even toddler's clothes or even your own socks, put them in mesh bags because you don't want to deal with a faulty water pump in your machine. Next is these right here, pee pads. They have a plastic lining behind and a cotton lining on top. These came in a pack of either 3 or 6. I bought a 6-pack just to be on the safe side. My daughter, every single time we changed her diaper when she was a newborn, would start peeing. Now, I know they say that pass a cold wipe in between their diaper and their pelvic part before you undo the diaper so that they can pee if that's the case and not on you. I was a new mom. I was sleep deprived. I didn't know about that. So she would literally pee every time, and I always use pee pads, but then my disposable ones ran out. And I'm like, okay, I need to do something about this ASAP. And I bought these. And they come in this packaging. It's called Tilimu. It comes in these packagings, and it tells you, please wash with water below 30 degrees Celsius. I just throw them in my washer. It says do not bleach, air dry, or you can tumble dry low iron. Do not dry clean them. I just put them to either hang dry or medium dry in my dryer when I do her laundry. These have been my lifesavers. I think these were, I think they were 15. Don't quote me. I'm not 100% sure. It's been a very long time. And I will put the link below, though, if they still have them, which I think they do. Because I did buy these when she was a newborn. So, you know, Amazon tends to have stuff and then it goes missing or whatever the case is. But these are amazing. Okay, and I wouldn't suggest them just for your changing table. I have a crib that has a changing table attached, and I did take the chuck from the hospital. It's not stealing. Okay, I paid for it out of my insurance. Everything that was in my use, I paid for. So I did take a chuck home, and I use that for my daughter, but the chuck is so big, you're not gonna wash it every time there's an accident. So I would use the chuck, and I would use one of these, put it on top. That way, if she had an accident, I could just throw this to either soak or a quick wash, or throw it in the hamper, in her hamper, and pull out a fresh one. So yeah, they have been my lifesavers. Now I wanna go into details about these little gadgets you see over here. They are diaper rash creams, medicines, and all of that stuff. Now I know that we try our best to do things naturally with our kids, especially doing steam baths and using humidifiers, which I have done. I have a humidifier. It's great, and it has helped my daughter a lot, especially because in December she was sick. She had a cold. I took her to the doctor 3 times. Thank God it was not COVID. She had no symptoms. She had an appetite. Her wet diapers and soiled were normal. She just had allergies, and it took her actual pediatrician to catch that, because the pediatrician that she was seeing was just whatever they could fit me into is whoever I had to see. And her pediatrician is in a specific location, specific days and times. So I had to settle for whoever was there, whoever was available, because I was very concerned with her congestion, her mucus, and all of that stuff, and her phlegm. So they had said to use saline and suction. What does that mean? There are other brands of saline. This one my mother-in-law sent to me. My mother-in-law is an angel. She has sent me so many things for my daughter that has helped me medically. And these are one of the things. It's Baby Air, Saline Nasal. You have to use non-medicated saline on your babies. That is what the pediatrician told us. I would not do otherwise. If you use whatever you had handy and it works for you, cool. But I am very by the book most of the time. That's just the kind of mom I am, and I think that's a lot of first-time moms. So, yeah, it is gluten-free, non-medicated, baby-friendly, and pediatrician recommended. So it basically tells you that you can put 2 to 6 drops in their nose. This kind of streams a little, so it's hard to tell how much you're getting into the nose. I just do a squirt per nostril. And this is what the bottle looks like. See? So I just lay her down and I squirt one into her nose. I literally leave her laying down for 30 seconds and she immediately starts sneezing, which is good because it starts getting stuff out. It helps loosen mucus. It even has instructions on how to put saline on the baby's nose. So with suction, what does that mean? Everybody thinks this is gross, or many people do. This has saved my life. If I can tell you that I saw myself sucking baby's boogers, I would have laughed. But no, this really has helped. Now, I know a lot of people recommend the baby Frida. I've never used it personally. This is what was gifted to me, and I am not complaining because it's awesome. It comes with its own little storage mesh bag to put away. I've also even sanitized this in my machine. So, you know, germs are huge, and I wash with soapy water and I put it to sanitize, especially the mouthpiece, which goes into my mouth or my husband's, whoever's doing the deed of sucking her boogers out. So yeah, and it's called Neil Med Naspira Babies and Kids. I believe this one is about $15 or so. Again, this was gifted, but I have seen it online and in stores. It says transparent 2-in-1 design, easy to clean and sterilize, inline filter, and it has an aspirator, 7 filters, and the carrying netting bag. So this has been a lifesaver for us, especially as a newborn. She had a lot of mucus, which is very typical in newborns. So there's really nothing you can do about that. As you can see, these are the filter aspirators that it comes with. I've already switched out one. And it comes with the instructions, and you can transform the bulb from having the sucker into a regular bulb. And you just you have to take this off the blue piece in order to close it and make it into a bulb. But I personally wouldn't do that. It doesn't work for me. It's much easier to use the sucker. And no, you do not get any boogers into your mouth, I promise. No boogers go into your mouth because the filter is there. So you're not going to have any mucus. I currently have this out because my daughter does have a little weird cold. Again, her allergies are acting up. And her doctor gave her cetrizine. So she is on cetrizine right now, along with the medicine that I'm about to talk about. And I know it's very common. It's very heard of. And we're talking about Zarby's. Zarby's has been great. It's natural. I know that there's articles again about how, you know, they swear to be natural, but they're not. There's things that they're not telling you. Remember, these things, they don't say FDA approved. So It tells you right here, these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease. But it has helped soothe my daughter's cough. These are 10-pack on-the-go convenient single doses. And it will tell you right here how much your baby needs depending on how old they are. It tells you what kind of supplements and their backstory. I haven't used these yet because I feel like they will be just a little messy right now. So, yeah, I just stick to the actual bottle at this time since she's so small. And it'll tell you 2 to 5 months, 1 packet every 4 to 5 hours, 6 to 11 months, 1 packet every 3 to 4, and a 1-year-old and over, 1 packet every 2 to 3. So as you can see, as they get older. Hey guys, sorry, I'm back. I was receiving an unknown phone call. Don't answer those. So as you can see, it says no drugs or alcohol, no artificial sweeteners, no artificial flavors, no dyes, and it's gluten-free. So yeah, these are on-the-go packets. As I said, I currently use the bottle. This one is sealed. I have a brand new open one in my bathroom for her. And it has cough syrup and immune with agave, thyme, and elderberry. It soothes coughs associated with hoarseness, dry throat, and irritants. And you can use them 2 months plus. So a baby that's 2 months and older, they're perfectly safe for. And as you can see, the older they get, the more frequent you can give it to them. But you cannot exceed 6 doses in a day. So not that it says that it can't, but you shouldn't. I typically don't either. So yeah, it'll tell you also with the syringe how many milliliters you need. And that is my Zarby's edition. I know another big one too is Highlands. I bought Highlands because look at the size difference. This has 4 ounces. This one has 2. It's half the size. And this one, although I have quite a few of them, it doesn't last me as long as this one. The Highlands is about $8 to $9. I had to buy it at Publix. I know they sell it at Target and other stores, but I needed it right away at the time because that's when she was sick for a little while. So I was just trying to make sure I had my hands on it right away. And it'll tell you that children from under 6 months, you need to consult a doctor if this is safe. Most doctors will tell you it is. Children 6 months and under a year, it'll tell you 2.5 ml up to 4 times every 6 hours. And children a year old to 3, up to 5 ml 6 times daily every 4 hours. And the active and inactive ingredients are citric acid, glycerin, and a couple of other things that I cannot read, but it's not many ingredients. So yeah, I know that there are pros and cons to everything. We honestly will never 100% know what we put into our body unless we make it ourselves. And even then, it's hard to tell sometimes. But medicine is necessary, especially when you have a very fussy baby who cannot breathe, and you got to do what you got to do, even if it means sucking out boogers. Like I said, I never in a million years thought that I would be doing that, and here I am. My daughter hates it now. She tries her best to fight me, push me, but I want her to feel better. Now, another contradicting topic is oral gel. A lot of people say absolutely not, don't use it, it slows down the process. I don't know what oral gel they're talking about, but this is non-medicated. That is the key word with babies things. Non-medicated is the way to go for babies. It's a cooling gel for teething. Yes, their excess saliva may wash it out. This works for my daughter. In seconds, she stops screaming, and my daughter has a high pain tolerance, we've noticed. But the times that I've had to use this, it's worked like a charm. And it'll tell you what it doesn't have, which it's benzocaine free, which anything you put in baby's mouth like this should be benzocaine free. Menthol free, paraben free, sodium lauryl sulfate free, dairy free, eugenol free, free of artificial colors, sugar free, belladonna free, gluten free. So yeah, this has saved our lives from teething. My daughter is a late bloomer. She is teething now at I mean, she's been teething since she was 3 months, but she officially cut 2 of her bottom teeth about 2 weeks ago. So when she hit 9 months is when they finally cut up. I know that her gums are still sore, her gums are still bothering her because she's constantly chewing on her fingers. She chews on everything she could get her mouth on. So I try not to use this all the time because I feel like it'll eventually stop working if you keep using a product over and over. At least that's my trail of thought, because it happens to me. If I constantly use one single product over and over, it's going to stop working. So with that being said, with products that work and don't work, my daughter began using A&D ointment as a newborn for her diaper changes. This was her school one, that's why it has her name on it. This one has zinc and this one does not. So I will show you the difference. I paid like $13 for this tub on Amazon. It's halfway through. It's almost gone. And it smells good. And so this one is zinc free. It's the original ointment, diaper rash and skin protectant. And this one has to treat diaper rash cream with dimethicone and zinc dioxide. This used to work for her. I think she has that sensitivity like my husband. He cannot use too much A&D because he breaks out in little rash bumps. Eventually, the same thing started happening to her, and it was no longer treating her diaper rash. If anything, the zinc made it worse, but I didn't know at the time. So I stopped using A&D, and I just put it to the side. And I bought this Phytoplex. This was recommended to me by a coworker. This was given to her sister at the hospital for her twin babies when she had them. This worked. As you can see, it's practically gone. I have very little left. I didn't know that this was used in hospitals and nursing homes. I've never heard of this cream before. So when I bought it, I think I spent about $6 on it on Amazon. It worked like a charm in the beginning. And again, all of a sudden, it just stopped working. It would make her diaper rashes even worse. And yeah, so I was like, okay, this has zinc and stuff in it, so maybe it's the zinc or the brand. I had no clue. So what did I go next to? Bordeaux butt paste. I've heard so many good things about the Bordeaux butt paste. It even says that it's for moderate or more irritated rash, immediate soothing, relief from rash discomfort, free from dyes, parabens, preservatives, and talc. And it has 40% zinc oxide, maximum strength protection. Again, I bought this out of desperation in Publix. I spent like $9 on it. And, oh no, I'm sorry, no. My husband bought it at Target. It didn't work. So I was like, what do I do now? Aside from, instead of wiping, because it irritates more, I would wash her bottom in the sink. My husband would hold her and I would use her baby soap and shampoo and just wipe her down and use a soft cloth. I even let her air it out. I put her on the chuck pad and I let her free so it can get some air and just dry it. I've tried talc-free powder. I've tried, and the talc-free powder has cornstarch, which I've heard cornstarch has great benefits for diaper rashes. Excuse me. And I resulted to this. I had this already at home, and I was using it for her jewel rash in her neck. Her neck is now stretching out as she's getting older, but as a baby, they're super chunky. They get a lot of lint and stuff like that, and the jewel rash just would make her so red. So that's what I was using it for. Excuse me, my allergies are acting up. So it says that it's for diaper rash, jewel rash, dry irritated skin, minor cuts and scrapes. But I don't know why I didn't try this from the beginning. Don't ask me why. I have no idea why. But then I started using this. It's advanced therapy for dry, chapped, or irritated skin. Relieves diaper rash for up to 6 hours. I don't know what I was thinking. And I put this on. Healed, worked like a charm. And this is all I use now for her diaper rash. When I spoke to her pediatrician about it, at her 9-month checkup appointment and her shots, I was like, so yeah, this is what's going on with zinc cream. You know, what can you tell me about that? She goes, personally, for my children, I've used Aquaphor. I've never used anything with zinc. It just didn't, you know, my preference was anything like Aquaphor. And I was like, wow, I wish I would have known that. And I didn't get to go to my daughter's 6-month checkup. The office had some issues, so I had to miss her appointment, and my husband had to take her. So I wrote down the most important questions at the time because she was on solids, so my focus was on solids. And I forgot about the diaper rash, and so yeah. And now when I saw her at the 9-month again, I was like, so yeah, what can you tell me about the zinc? Because this is what's happening. She's like, yeah, my preference has always been Aquaphor. So I don't know what's worked for you, but Aquaphor is my best friend for her diaper rashes. They're literally cleared up by the next day. And I have one more product that I want to talk to you guys about. It's the Zarby's Soothing Chest Rub with Eucalyptus, Lavender, and beeswax. It's petroleum and menthol free. They do have a baby Vicks, and it's like $1 cheaper, but it has petroleum. I would say petroleum is harmful if they get it in their mouth and stuff like that. So yeah, this was the way to go for us. I rub this on her feet, chest, and back when needed. If she's like super congested, has a very big cold. I haven't used this right now because her cold is not very severe. And yeah, so it has an expiration date on it and everything, as you can see. And it tells you that the recommended use is for for babies 2 months or older. And you can use it up to 3 times a day or directed by a physician. You can gently massage it at the places where I mentioned. And it says do not take by mouth or place in nostrils. So this is not like Vicks that we like shove up our nose and all of that to breathe better. This tells you not to put it anywhere near their mouth or nose. And it has worked for us. It does help her. It helps to open nasal passages. So I feel like it's kind of like the same concept as Vicks. If you're going to put it on the night before, make sure you're not going anywhere too early the following day. Or you give like an immediate bath the next morning or anything. Like, make sure you're relaxing at home and baby can be with this for a little bit, because this opens your nasal passages. It helps. It really does soothe those severe coughs and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. These are a couple of the gadgets, medicines, and things that I use for my daughter that I've learned along the way have been very helpful for me. And I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys can suggest any other topics and things that you would like for me to cover. I do have a couple of other videos that I want to bring out about baby stuff. I've already been requested to do one with dehydrating fruits and vegetables in the sterilizer. As I mentioned, that it has that feature. So once I figure that out, I will definitely be doing it since my daughter is eating everything. So yeah. And like I said, leave your comments below, questions, what you would like for me to talk about regarding babies. I definitely would like to do one on diapers and wipes, which I'm working on that one next. And yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe. Please show your positivity. Please talk to friends about it. I have been very fortunate enough to have people that are interested in my channel. Yes, my following is very little, but I have faith that it'll grow. And I just want to thank everyone who has been watching, staying tuned, sharing. It's the little things that matter that make us happy, you know, as little YouTube people makes us happy. And yeah, so just let me know what you guys want to hear about. There's so many endless topics when you have a baby. And as they get older, you know, we're figuring things out. And as you can see, I'm wearing this Valentine's Day themed shirt. It says, "We make a great pair together." My husband made these shirts for Valentine's. Yeah, so if you are interested in any custom made clothing, literally any type of shirt, it has to be cotton or polyester, but you can do face masks, pants, shirts, sweatshirts, anything you guys are interested in having custom made for your little one, your spouse, your couple, your family as a whole, please feel free to let me know. You can let me know in the comments below, or you can follow his Instagram page, which is Sleepless City Clothing. It is officially registered. It is a business, so that's very exciting. We do offer shipping and handling, and I say we because I don't do any of this work. My husband does, but you know, we're a team, and I want to see him succeed in his business as much as he cheers me on in everything that I do. So yeah, if you guys want anything custom made, feel free to check out his clothing page, again at Sleepless City Clothing. I will include his Instagram page below. He also just recently started Facebook, so check that out. Follow, like, share, comment, subscribe on his page as well. And yeah, stay tuned for the next video, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all watching.